We are here tonight to advise and to inform the citizens of New Orleans about certain street closures tomorrow so that they can be prepared in making their travel plans and moving around the city, because there are a number of planned demonstrations and or marches that are scheduled to take place tomorrow. And we just want to make the citizens aware. We encourage everyone to be safe. We encourage everyone to be patient and be prepared for disruptions tomorrow in response to several planned protests and march activity tomorrow. There are all large demonstrations scheduled to take place beginning tomorrow morning and at multiple locations. Those locations are Congo Square, Lee Circle, and Jefferson Davis at Canal Street. The New Orleans Police Department will be there to keep people safe, and we will be out in force to protect our city's people and to protect our city's property. We certainly respect everyone's right to assemble and to protest peacefully, and we will do everything in our power to keep everyone safe while we let them protest peacefully. However, we will not tolerate violence and we will not tolerate threats. To protect the rights of everyone to peacefully protest, and in view of the documented threats that we've received that were made against a number of people and a number of groups, we will establish divided areas in public protest spaces for each side to protest or for each side to occupy at each of the sites. The planned demonstrations will result in disruptions to traffic, and NOPD will be closing a number of streets to car traffic within 1 block of Lee Circle. Those road closures include the intersections of Calliope and Carondelet, St. Charles and Calliope, Howard and Carondelet, and St. Joseph and St. Charles. So what that means is 1 block in all directions of Lee Circle, traffic will be closed. We will have officers there to divert traffic and to show people where to go to get them away from the area, but citizens should be aware that that area will be closed. The streetcar line will not be running for a certain time. We will cut it off at around 11 o'clock tomorrow morning, and so citizens will have to make alternative plans to move in that area. Here's a very important note. Guns are forbidden by law at these protests. Our officers will be out and we will be responding accordingly to protect public safety and to enforce the law. Given the scale and the intensity of the threats and the scope of the anticipated crowds, this is absolutely being treated as a Homeland Security situation. And so at this time I want to bring up Aaron Miller, the Director of our Homeland Security Office, to give you more details.
Good evening. Our law enforcement and intelligence partners have what we believe to be serious and credible threats of violence planned around scheduled protests tomorrow. As a result, the city continues to treat these events as a Homeland Security operation. We're working with state and federal law enforcement authorities, and we will take all precautions necessary to protect all individuals. We want to remind protesters that law enforcement will be enforcing all regulations related to protests. As the Chief mentioned, masks of any kind are prohibited at protests and demonstrations. Weapons of any kind are prohibited at public demonstrations. We encourage every citizen to remain peaceful and safe in their protest activities. Any person that does not have business in the protest areas that were mentioned by the Chief should avoid those areas during the protest times.
So once again, we certainly believe in First Amendment, we certainly believe in Second Amendment, and we believe that people should have the right to assemble. What we also believe in is people obeying and following the law and being peaceful and being organized. And so we want to work with everybody, but we want to make sure that everyone has the opportunity to protest, to have a demonstration, to exercise their right, but we will make sure that everyone is safe, and we will do everything we can to ensure that safety. And we will be taking swift and strong measures against anyone who attempts to disrupt that delivery of public safety.